This is a night of firsts. It's the first musical. This is amazing. I heard last night it was off the charts amazing, and tonight we actually had to bring in 43 chairs. That's the first time I've ever seen that done for an event, so that's awesome. It's a full house. Those lights really aren't bright, by the way. Anyway, so I'll be really quick because we want the kids to do their thing, and I want everybody to have a good time. So, Night of Firsts, I'm very proud that this is happening. This was a 2 years in the making type of an event. When I first was hired here 2 years ago, parents were telling me, do a musical. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So we have great kids and great staff, including Deacon and Joe Lamb and John Warren are amazing professionals, artists in every way. And I'm proud to work with them every day. They're awesome. My kids are so amazing as well. Real quick, I have to put this message out for you guys. Many of the props and the stuff and the Snoopy's, whatever that's really cool. Snoopy Doghouse. It says Doghouse. I know. It's awesome. I want to keep it. Anyway, I watched the kids build all these too. It's amazing. But all the materials, those lights that are so bright in my eyes right now, a bunch of the sound equipment was all purchased through money that we raised at Bingo. All right, and our Boosters Club, which is without a doubt one of our most amazing characters. They're very organized and very dedicated, and they do great work for us. They need more help. On pace right now to net year to date, $100,000 to net. $100,000 year to date. And that money, it's really awesome. It's really awesome. So, if you extrapolate that and look at the whole year, we're looking to net, we've never netted more than I think 180 in a year. And, all that comes back to the school, and our music department, our drama department, our athletics department is directly boosted, hence the term boosters, by that club. And, you may see the checks online, Mr. Lynn holding the checks online, when helping to pay for trips to Monterey is amazing. We're doing great things, and I'm very, very happy that we're getting these things done. But we need help. Our boosters president is back there, Inez Hines. I can't see her, but I know that. It's only 4 hours a month, if we get enough people to do that, or 2 nights. If we can't keep 2 nights available, we'll go to 1 night, and of course that will cut the profits in half. But there's a lot of money coming in, but not as much as you know. With all that being said, thank you, and enjoy the show. It's going to be great. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Colleen Deacon, and I am extremely excited for this evening. As Mr. Billy said, this is a historic moment, so welcome. You're all part of history. This is LBCP's first musical. And I said last night, and I was going to stand corrected, but I think I'm actually right this time. This is the first time, as you all know, we're a project-based learning school, and we do a lot of collaborative work here. And I think this is the first time that the entire performing arts department is being represented in our history. So we have the digital music people working our sound, we have the film production class here this evening, we have band, orchestra, and choir involved, we have dance and drama department. So, and the stage production class is responsible for doing everything that you are looking at as well. And we are dearly grateful for your donations. So we're asking also that you continue to donate. We have a little basket on the back, so feel free to empty your pockets before you go. And then I just got a little bit of business, and we'll get started this evening. If you need to use the bathroom, we ask you to quietly leave as quiet as possible because the doors bang really loudly. So you can make sure they shut quietly behind you. The bathrooms are located all the way down at the end of the main hall. And if you could take a moment to silence your cell phones, I'd really appreciate it. And if you have to, absolutely have to take a message or a Facebook post or whatever, if you can dash out to do that, we'd appreciate that. All right, thank you. Enjoy the show.
really don't think you have anything to worry about, Charlie Brown. After all, science has shown that a person's character is not really established until he's at least 5 years old.
But I am 5. I'm more than 5.
Oh well, that's the way it goes.
The only thing wrong with my big brother Charlie Brown is his lack of confidence. His inferiority and his lack of confidence. His clumsiness, his inferiority and his lack of confidence. His stupidity, his clumsiness, his inferiority and his lack of confidence. His...
Do you know that Charlie Brown has never pitched a winning baseball game? Never been able to keep a kite in the air. Never won a game of checkers and never successfully punted a football. Sometimes I marvel at his consistency.
I think Charlie Brown has nice hands.
It truly is a dog's life, one filled with many challenges. You try acting excited when that round-headed kid comes home from school.
Now, Linus, I want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face. Oh, would you please hold still a minute, Charlie Brown? I want Linus to study your face. Now, this is what you call a failure face. Notice how it has failure written all over it. Study it carefully. You rarely see such a good example. Notice the deep lines, the dull, vacant look in the eyes. Yes, I would say this is one of the finest examples of a failure face you're liable to see for quite a long while.
Some days, I like to wake up early and watch the sunrise. And I think how beautiful it is and how my life lies before me. And I get a very positive feeling about things. Like this morning, for instance. The sky is so clear and the sun is so bright. How could anything go wrong on a day like this? I'm late!
That you're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a prince and a prince could be king. With a heart such as yours, you could open any door. You could know how to do anything. You could be King Charlie Brown. You could be king.
Everybody says to me,
you're a good man, Charlie Brown.
every voice in harmony.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
crying loud and deep. I wanna join the dance, take the leap, but the answer isn't clear. Then I hear Charlie Brown, you're a good man. Charlie Brown, you're a good man. Charlie Brown.
Get on the bus!
Get on the bus! Go ahead, get on the bus, Charlie Brown.
I want to be late for school.
That's right.
Don't want to be late.
Don't want to be late for school. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
There they go again.
You're the kind of reminder we need.
Don't know what they
You have
have.
humility, nobility, and a sense of honor that is very rare indeed. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
I don't understand.
You're a prince, and a prince could be king. With a heart such as yours, you could open any doors. You could go and do anything. You could be King Charlie Brown. You could be king. You could be
Things
king.
must end.
Believe it,
I've memorized that phrase by heart.
and you were born for this part.
So tell me,
You're a good
I
man.
need to know where.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
When do the good things start?
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
This is my report on the past. The past has always interested people. I must admit, however, I don't know much about it. I wasn't there when it happened.
Lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. Always having to sit here, alone. Of course, mornings aren't so pleasant either. Waking up and wondering if anyone would really miss me if I just never got out of bed. Then there's the night, too. Lying there and thinking about all the stupid things I did during the day, and all those hours in between when I did those stupid things. Well, lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. I guess I better see what I've got. Peanut butter. You know, some psychiatrists say that people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. Oh, and when you're really lonely, the peanut butter sticks to the roof of your mouth. Boy, the PTA sure did a good job painting these benches. There's that cute little redheaded girl eating her lunch over there. I wonder what she would do if I just went over and asked if I could sit next to her. She'd probably laugh right in my face. It's hard on a face when it gets laughed in. There's an empty spot on the bench next to her. There's no reason why I couldn't just go over there and sit next to her. All I'd have to do is stand up. I'm standing up. I'm sitting down. I'm a coward. I'm so much of a coward that she won't even think of looking at me. She hardly ever does look at me. In fact, I can't remember a time where she ever looked at me. Why is that? Is there any reason in this whole world that she shouldn't look at me? Is she so great and I'm so small that she can't spare one little look? She's looking at me. She's looking at me.
No, Sally. You're thinking of that other dress, the one I wore to Lucinda's party. The one I'm talking about was the very light blue one, and it had a design embroidered around the waist.
I don't remember.
Something like this. And the skirt went out like this, and had these puffy sleeves like this. Oh, and a sash like this.
Oh, I remember.
Yes. Well, that was the dress I wore last week when I met Frida, and she told me she'd seen one just like it over at...
Lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. If that little red-headed girl is looking at me with this stupid bag on my head, she must think I'm the biggest fool alive. But if she isn't looking at me, then maybe I could just take it off real quick and she'd never notice it. On the other hand, if she is looking at me, there's no way I could face that kind of embarrassment. On the other hand, it's very hard to breathe in here. She's not looking at me. I wonder why she never looks at me. Oh well, one more lunch hour over with. Only 2,863 to go.
Schroeder! Do you know something, Schroeder? I think the way you play the piano is nice. Do you know something else? It's always been my dream that I'd marry a man who plays the piano. At parties, he'd play something nice like April Showers. I'm sure you could play something nice like April Showers. Or even Frere Jacques. Beethoven's nice too. Just imagine, what would you think if someday you and I should get married? Wouldn't you like that if someday we two should get married?
My Aunt Marion was right. Never try to discuss marriage with a musician.
Happiness is a fleeting thing, Sally. But I believe a man can really come closer to it by directing the forces of his life towards a single goal that he believes in. And I think that a man's personal search for happiness is not a selfish one either, because by finding happiness himself, he can help others to find it. Does that make sense to you, Sally?
We had spaghetti 3 times at our house last week.
You know, a princess sort of thing. A white dress and a big ball slippers. But I guess that's sort of silly. Isn't it, Charlie Brown?
No, not at all, Lucy. I mean, well, we all have our sort of daydreams or ambitions? I mean, there's one I've had myself for years, but I've never told anyone.
What is it, Charlie Brown? You can tell me.
No, it's not the sort of thing I should tell. No, I don't think I will.
Come on. I wouldn't give it away. Come on, please.
Well, I've always wanted to be called Flash. I hate the name Charlie, and I'd like to be real athletic and have everybody call me Flash. I'd like to be so good at everything around school, people would call me Flash, and...
Hey! Frida! Listen to this!
What's wrong, Sally?
Well, I don't know. I was jumping rope and everything was all right. And suddenly, it all seemed so futile.
Beethoven used to be fond of taking long walks in the country. He was always inspired by the beautiful sounds of the countryside.
You blockhead! Get back here with that ball!
Beethoven had it nice.
I think I'm losing my flavor.
Hey, Snoopy, we're home from school. Hi there, fella. Gosh, it's good to see you.
Oh, Snoopy, you're so adorable.
All right, Snoopy, back on your doghouse. I'll be out later with your supper.
I think Snoopy's such a wonderful dog.
Me too. He's just about the best there is.
They like me, I think they're swell. Isn't it remarkable how things turn out so well? Pleasant day, pretty sky, life goes on, here I lie. Not bad, not bad at all. Cozy home, board in bed, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad, not bad at all. Faithful friends, always near me, bring me bones, scratch my ear. Little birds come to cheer me every day. Sitting here on my stomach with their sharp little claws, which are usually cold and occasionally painful. Sometimes there's so many that I can hardly stand it. Rats! I feel every now and then that I gotta bite someone. I know every now and then what I wanna be. A fierce jungle animal crouched on the limb of a tree. La 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 la. I'd stay very, very still till I see a victim come. I'd wait knowing very well every second counts. And then like the fierce jungle creature I am, I would pounce! I'd pounce! I'd pounce! I'd... You know, I never realized it was so far down to the ground from up here. Let me see. Where was I? Oh, Oh, that's right. The pretty sky. Not bad, not bad at all. Cozy home, board in bed, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad, not bad at all. Not bad. Not bad at all. I wonder if it'll snow tonight.
Do you know what I don't understand, Chuck? I don't understand love. Explain that to me. You can't explain love. What do you mean if you happen to see this cute little girl walk by? Why does she have to be cute? Can't someone fall in love with a girl who isn't cute, that has freckles and a big nose? No, I didn't say a great big nose. So, Chuck, do you think you'd ever get married? What kind of girl do you think you would marry?
I think I'll just walk right up to that little red-haired girl and introduce myself. I think I'll introduce myself, and then I'll tell her to come over here and sit next to me. I think I'll tell her to sit next to me, and then I'll tell her how much I've always admired her. I think I'll flap my arms and fly to the moon.
Yesterday I was a dog. Today I'm a dog. Tomorrow I'll probably still be a dog. There's just so little hope for advancement.
Today is April Fool's Day, Charlie Brown. I think I'll play a little trick on you. I think I'll try a little trick. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? You understand that this is April Fool's Day. You sure? Hey, guess what, Charlie Brown? That little red-haired girl is over there right now, and she wants to give you a hug and kiss.
Really? Wow, that's fantastic!
April Fools! Just like shooting fish in a barrel.
Hey, Snoopy. I, the human, will throw the stick. And you, the dog, will retrieve it.
I, the dog, could not be less interested.
I got it! I got it! Ha!
No! You give me back my blanket!
No, I've got it. And I'm gonna keep it. This is just the start you need to break that disgusting habit of yours.
Apparently you haven't read the latest scientific reports. A blanket is important to a child as a hobby as to an adult. Many a man has spent his time restoring antique automobiles, building model trains, collecting old telephones, or even studying about the Civil War. That's called playing with the past.
Really?
Certainly. And this is good, for it helps these men to overcome their daily problems. And I think it's exactly what I'm going to need to get my blanket back. So I'm going to give it a good yank. It's surprising what one can accomplish with a little bit of smooth talking and some fast action. Got you back again. Delightful. La 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 dee da dee da la 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 dee da. Sucking your thumb without a blanket was like eating a cone without ice cream. My blanket and me.
Guys, come here, you gotta see this!
I love you, I love you, I love you.
Look at my little baby brother Linus with his little baby blanket.
Look at your little baby brother Linus with his little baby blanket.
Well, you know how babies are with their blankets.
What do you mean? It's a cozy sanctuary, but it's far from necessary, 'cause I'm just as self-reliant as before. As a simple demonstration of my independent station, I will walk away and leave it on the floor. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it, though I know you won't believe it. I'll just walk away and leave it on the floor. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it on the... Don't ever let me do that again.
You're a hopeless case, Linus.
I thought I could do it. I actually thought I could do it. It's my blanket.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
Linus, do you know what I intend? I intend to be a queen. When I grow up, I'm going to be the biggest queen there ever was. And I'll live in a big palace with a big front lawn and have lots of beautiful dresses to wear. And when I got in my coach,
Lucy,
all the people will shout at me, and I will wave at them.
Lucy. I believe queen is an inherited title. Yes, I'm quite sure. A person can only become queen by being born into a royal family of the correct lineage, so that she can assume the throne upon the death of the reigning monarch. I'm sorry, Lucy, but it's true.
And in the summertime, I will go to my summer palace, and I'll wear my crown and swimming in everything. And when I got in my coach, all the people will yell at me, and I will shout at them, and... What do you mean I can't be queen?
It's true.
There must be a loophole. This kind of thing always has a loophole. Nobody should be kept from being a queen if she wants to be one. It's undemocratic!
Good grief.
I bet a few pieces of well-placed correspondence, and I'll get to be a queen in no time.
And I think I'll watch television.
I know what I'll do. If I can't be a queen, then I'll be very rich. Yeah, I'll work and work until I'm very rich. And then I'll buy myself a queendom.
Good grief.
Yes, I'll buy myself a queendom. And I'll kick out the old queen and take over the whole operation myself. I will be head queen. Okay, switch channels.
Are you kidding me? I'm not one of your royal subjects. What makes you think you can come right in here and take over?
These 5 fingers. Individually, they're nothing. But when I curl them together into a single unit, they become a fighting force terrible to behold!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Supper time?
Not yet.
Supper time!
Not yet!
Supper time!
You're a mess when you eat. You're a mess when you play. You're a mess when you're just standing still. I'm always so dirty. What in the world are you going to clean up?
I hope it's to me. These are council sages. Who am I to serve history?
A C? A C? I got a C on my coat hanger sculpture? How could anyone get a C in coat hanger sculpture? May I ask a question? Was I judged on the piece of sculpture itself? If so, then is it not true that time alone can judge a work of art? If I was judged on my effort, then I was judged unfairly, for I have tried as hard as I could. If I was judged on my talent, then is it right that I be judged on a part of life over which I have no control? Perhaps I was being judged on what I learned about this project. If so, then were not you, my teacher, also being judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me? Should you not share my C? Perhaps I was being judged on the quality of the coat hanger itself, out of my creation was made. Now, is this not also unfair? Am I to be judged on the quality of the coat hangers that come from the dry cleaning establishment that returns our garments? Is that not the responsibility of my parents? Should they not share my C? Thank you, Miss Osborne. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Little more speed, little more rope, little more wind, little more hope. Gotta get this stupid kite to fly. I gotta make sure it doesn't snag, doesn't droop, doesn't drag. Gotta watch out for every little whoops. Little less tack, little more rise, little less side. Gotta keep my wits about me now. I gotta make sure it doesn't get the best of me till I get it in the air somehow. Millions of little kids do it every day. They make a kite and poof, it's in the sky. Leave it to me to have the one fool kite who likes to see a little kid cry. Little less talk, little more skill, little less luck, little more will. Gotta face this fellow eye to eye. Now that I've seen you chasing moles, climbing trees, digging holes, catching your string on everything passing by, why not fly? Wait a minute. What's it doing? It isn't on the ground. It isn't in a tree. It's in the air. Look at that. It's caught the breeze now. It's past the trees now, with room to spare. Oh, what a beautiful sight. And I'm not such a clumsy guy. If I really try, I can really fly a kite. Aww.
How are you today, Sally?
I'm mad. I'm mad at the whole world.
Are you mad at everybody in the whole world?
I'm mad at everybody.
Are you mad at all the animals? And the birds and the fish? How about all the trees and the flowers?
I'm mad at them too.
Are you mad at the ground? Are you mad at all the rocks? Are you mad at the stars in the sky? Are you mad at TVs? Are you mad at circuses and buildings and roller skates and bracelets?
You didn't mention jump ropes.
Are you mad at jump ropes?
I'm especially mad at jump ropes.
Here, Lucy, this is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. No, that doesn't sound right. This is for you, Lucy. Happy Valentine's Day. You can do it if you just don't get nervous. This is for you, Lucy. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, here we go. This is for you, Lucy. Merry Christmas.
Say, what is all this?
Oh, these are just Valentines for all the boys in school that I like.
Well, I guess we wouldn't want to lose this one with the initials CB on them.
Craig Bowerman. He'd be so disappointed.
If anything, if that little red-headed girl sent me a Valentine, maybe she did send me one. It could be in the mailbox right now. All I'd have to do is look. I'm afraid to look. If I look and there's nothing there, I'll be crushed. But if I don't look, I have to look. Hello? Nothing echoes like an empty mailbox.
I've been thinking why you didn't get any Valentines this year, big brother. I think I figured it out. You didn't get any Valentines because no one sent you any.
I can't stand it. Looking at them, laughing and enjoying their Valentines. I sent a Valentine to everyone I know this year. But did I get any in return? No, not one. I did not get a single Valentine. Nobody likes me. I get about as many Valentines as a dog. My stomach hurts. Oh, Lucy, I'm so depressed. Everything's going wrong. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry to hear that, Charlie Brown. Maybe there's something I can do to help. I think what you need most of all is to come right out and admit all the things that are wrong with you.
Do you really think that'll help, Lucy?
Certainly.
All right, I'll try. I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid. I've always been stupid at spelling and numbers. I've never been much playing football or baseball or stickball or checkers or marbles or ping pong. I'm usually awful at parties and dances. I stand like a stick, or I cough, or I laugh, or I don't bring a present, or I spill the ice cream, or I get so depressed that I stand and I scream, oh, how could there possibly be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly blah as me?
Well, that's okay for a starter.
A starter?
Certainly. You don't think mentioning a few superficial failings is going to do you any good, do you, Charlie Brown? Why, you really have to delve. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody.
I'm moody.
You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And nobody likes me, not Frida, or Shermie, or Linus, or Schroeder.
Or Lucy.
Or Lucy.
Or Snoopy.
Or Snoop. Now wait a minute, Snoopy likes me.
He only pretends to like you because you feed him. That doesn't count.
Or Snoopy. Oh, why was I born just to be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly?
Wait. You're not very much of a person.
That's certain.
And yet there is reason for hope.
There's hope.
For although you are no good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have the distinction to be no one else but this singular, remarkable, unique Charlie Brown.
I'm me.
Yes, it's amazingly true. For whatever it's worth, Charlie Brown, you're you.
Gosh, Lucy, you know something? I'm beginning to feel better already. You're a true friend, Lucy. A true friend.
That'll be 5 cents, please.
I couldn't decide if I wanted to try fudge marble, chocolate, rocky road, vanilla, or butter pecan. I finally decided to try fudge marble. Then I just had to decide between a sugar cone or a plain cone. I decided on a sugar cone. So what happens? I walk out the door and drop the whole thing on the sidewalk. Don't tell me my life isn't a Shakespearean tragedy.
today is my grandfather's birthday.
How old is he?
63. It's hard to imagine that he was ever human once.
Why is it that I always have my supper in the red dish and my water in the yellow dish? You know, one of these days, I'm going to have my supper in the yellow dish and my water in the red dish. Life is too short not to live it up a little.
Schroeder, do piano players make a lot of money?
Money? Who cares about money? This is art, you blockhead. This is great music I'm playing, and playing great music is an art. Do you hear me? An art! Art, art, art!
You fascinate me. What? What? What?
Call the principal and hand him the news. We've got a holiday that he can't refuse. A day of harmony, a day of music. Beethoven's birthday.
Beethoven Day?
A reverential mission.
Beethoven Day?
The hope of each musician. No more am I the only guy to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray.
Beethoven Day?
Yes, as in Ludwig von Beethoven, composer. Born 1770, died 1827. The eldest of
Whatever! Schroeder, I just want you to know I'm on your side. I want to help you, publicity-wise, with Beethoven's birthday.
Thanks for your support, but I just don't want to see Beethoven's birthday commercialized.
Commercialized?
Yes, next thing you know, they'll be wearing Beethoven t-shirts.
Beethoven Day.
If you're wondering how do we start, just blow the music till you know it by heart. We're gonna celebrate, we'll throw a party. Beethoven's birthday.
Beethoven Day!
And when you state the title,
Beethoven Day!
you hear a great recital. The right of every boy and girl to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray. Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day. Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day. Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day!
A philharmonic rumble.
Beethoven Day!
A polyphonic jumble. A humble dedication as we stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray.
I got it! I got it! We'll demand full-page ads in every newspaper.
But,
We'll make a line of Beethoven superstores!
This is a Beethoven theme park!
We could have a bake sale!
wait! That's too commercial. Let's imagine it, that glorious hour, filled with emotion, yet inspired with power. When we all honor the man we adore, on the day we place the newest face on Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore! Beethoven Day!
A moment of reflection.
Beethoven Day!
A classical injection. So facing this direction, we begin it
It's
today.
Beethoven Day!
Connection in everybody
It's
play.
Beethoven Day!
To stand up and say, hooray!
A time for celebrating Beethoven Way!
Hooray! La 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 la.
Hooray!
good grief.
Come on, Snoopy. This air is clear, the sun is shining. The fields and woodlands lie open and inviting.
If it's such a magnificent day, why spoil it for the rabbits?
Where's your old thrill of the chase? Where's your spirit of adventure?
I am a sleeping dog. You take it from there.
You should be ashamed of yourself wasting a perfect day like this. Let's get out there and track us down a big old rabbit.
Oh, I get the feeling she's determined. Okay, she might as well get her money's worth.
Attaboy, Snoopy, we ought to see lots of game today. We're chasing rabbits.
Guess what, Chuck? Disaster time. Our teacher wants us to read a book over vacation. Got any suggestions?
On what book to read?
No! On how to get out of it.
Sometimes when you're depressed, all you want to do is nothing. All you want to do is lean your head against your arm and look into space. This can go on for hours. And if you're unusually depressed, you may want to switch arms.
Schroeder, what did you do with that picture of me that I gave you?
I threw it away.
With your own hands?
Of course.
He touched my picture!
Today has been a bad day for me. Maybe, if I'm lucky, tomorrow things will be better.
In some parts of the world, tomorrow is already today, and today is yesterday. If tomorrow's already today, Charlie Brown, then how could tomorrow be a better day?
You're a lot of fun to have around.
Chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits.
Rabbits? Rabbits.
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 A book report on Peter
A book
Rabbit.
report on
Peter
Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit. Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit is the stupid book about a stupid rabbit who steals vegetables from other people's gardens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 83 to go.
The name of a book about which this book report is about is Peter Rabbit, which is about this rabbit. I found it very. I liked the part where it was a. It reminded me of Robin Hood, and the part where Little Gun jumped on the rock to the sheriff of Nottingham comes back, and then Robin and everyone swung from the trees in a sudden surprise attack, and they captured the sheriff and all of his goods, and they carried him back to their camp in the woods, and the sheriff was getting their dinner and all, but he wiggled away and he sounded the call, and his men rushed in and the arrows flew. Peter Rabbit did sort of that kind of thing too.
The other people's names was McGregor. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
In examining a work such as Peter Rabbit, it is important that the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot should not be allowed to blind the reader from the more substantial fabric of its deeper motivations. In this report, I hope to examine the sociological implications of family pressure, so great as to cause an otherwise moral rabbit to perform acts of thievery, which he consciously knew were against the law. I also hope to explore the personality of Mr. McGregor in his conflicting roles of farmer and humanitarian. From the start, Peter Rabbit established his benevolent hero.
Start writing
He's only
now,
with the increase of social
not
pressure
really
that the
rested,
scene of this
it
moral
could
fabric
upset
sheds.
my thinking, which is no good at all. I'll get a fresh start tomorrow, and it's not due till Wednesday, so I'll have all of Tuesday unless something should happen. Why does this always happen? I should be outside playing, getting fresh air and sunshine. I work best under pressure, and there'll be lots of pressure if I wait till tomorrow. I should start writing now, but if I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all.
The name of the rabbit was Peter. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Down came the staff on his head, smash! And Robin fell like a sack full of lead, crash! The sheriff laughed and he left him for dead, but not for long.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Just then an arrow flew in, wing! It was the sign for the fight to begin, zing! Then it looked like the sheriff could win, but not for long. Away they ran, just like rabbits who run a lot, as you can tell from the story of Peter Rabbit, which this report is about.
Rabbits, 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 racing rabbits.
How do they expect us to write a book report of inequality, injustice, How can they conspire to make life so miserable and so effective in so many ways?
Not to mention the extreme pressure exerted on Peter Rabbit by his deeply rooted rivalry with Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail.
Rabbit is a
Just
super
another
book
guy.
about different rabbits. Chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits. Chasing, chasing. 75,
Someone is always chasing
and they were very, 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 very happy to be home.
The end.
95, 96, the very, very end.
Amen. A book report on Peter Rabbit. I haven't even started yet.
It's so much more stressful to